Hello, my name is Gail McEwan. I'm the Adult Support and Protection Lead Officer for West Dunbartonshire's Health and Social Care Partnership. The Adult Support and Protection Act was passed by the Scottish Parliament in February 2007. It introduced a range of measures to identify and protect adults at risk of harm. It places a statutory duty on councils to make the necessary inquiries and investigations to establish whether or not action needs to be taken to stop or to prevent someone coming to harm. It also places a requirement on specified bodies to cooperate with local councils and also with each other about adult protection investigations. This would include organisations such as health boards, GPs, housing and the police, but it can also include other agencies such as banks, building societies and trading standards. An adult at risk is classed as someone over the age of 16 who is unable to safeguard their own well-being, property, rights or other interests, who is at risk of harm, and who also, because they are affected by disability, mental disorder, illness or physical or mental infirmity, means they are more vulnerable to being harmed than adults who are not so affected. This is called the 3-point test, and all three parts of the example must be met. Types of harm would include physical harm, sexual harm, psychological harm, financial or material harm. We also look at neglects and acts of omission. Harm, mistreatment or neglect may occur because of one specific incident, or concern may grow over a period of time and may be an accumulation of concerns that results in an adult support protection referral being made. Adults at risk may be harmed by a wide range of people, which could include spouses, partners, grown-up children, relatives, family members, professional staff, paid care workers, volunteers or other service users. What we would be looking for would be unusual or suspicious injuries, unusual or unexplained behaviour of carers, which would include a delay in seeking advice or inconsistent explanations for injuries or bruises. It could be an adult found alone at home, a prolonged interval between illness and injury and seeking medical care. It could be over-medication for someone who would present as apathetic, drowsy and have slurring of speech. Under-medication would result in someone having a lack of sleep and being in continual pain. There could be an unexplained physical deterioration, for example, someone loses lots of weight or suffers poor hygiene. They could show fear to another person or demonstrate fear about going home. There could be hostile or rejecting behaviour by the carer towards the adult at risk. In terms of financial harm, it may be that the adult is unable to pay for services or is incurring debts or has no food or heating within the house. A diagnosis of sexually transmitted disease or infection or a pregnancy where the adult at risk is not known to be in an intimate or stable relationship. Once a referral has been received by the Adult Support Protection Duty team, it is screened by a senior social worker who will decide if it meets the 3-point test. The case will then be allocated to a duty social worker who will carry out an inquiry into the allegation. If it is felt an investigation is necessary, the case will be allocated to a council officer and to a backup worker who will contact the person to discuss what is happening and what needs to happen next. A meeting will be arranged where a plan will be discussed as to how the person can be kept from being harmed. Extra supports for the person will be considered if necessary. If an offence has been committed, the social worker will notify the police, who may carry out their own investigation into the allegation. A medical examination will also be carried out if this is felt to be necessary. Action will be taken to stop the perpetrator from visiting or being in contact with the person. A referral will be made to advocacy to ensure that the person's wishes, choices and rights are highlighted through the process. A place will be found for the person to stay if necessary, and we will ensure that all the relevant agencies are involved in the person's care. If necessary, an adult support and protection case conference will be arranged, and the key people who are involved with the adult will be invited to attend. This could include the social worker, the doctor, the psychiatrist or the police. The case conference allows for all the information to be shared and for the relevant agencies and for the person and their family to decide if they are at risk of harm. If it is agreed that the person is at risk of harm, then a protection plan will be put in place. There will be a further review meeting to discuss whether or not the protection plan has worked and kept the person safe from harm. To discuss or report your concerns, then please contact the appropriate services. Our duty contact details are Clydebank Area Social Work Team is 01389 811 760. The Dumbarton Area Team is 01389 776499. You can email us at wdadult@west-dunbarton.gov.uk.